Let's talk about heat diffusers. I have two different types. The one with a thick plate and holes around the sides is a simmer plate. The second one has a thin mesh. This is a heat diffuser, also known as a flame spreader. The simmer plate slows down the heat transfer and helps distribute the heat more evenly. The flame spreader spreads the direct flame more evenly across the bottom of the Omnia. First, I'll show you both with just the gas flame. You can clearly see the difference, and this is how you use them with your Omnia. The stacking order is identical for both. Place the heat diffuser on the heat source first, followed by the base, the Omnia pan, and the lid. Always use the Omnia base on your stove. Like mine, it may discolor over time, but that's completely normal. Now, I'll show you some examples of how I use these accessories to get golden brown crusts without burnt bottoms. For my apple cake, I use the flame spreader. The silicone mold sits directly on the bottom of the Omnia pan. I start with 3 to 5 minutes on high heat, then reduce the flame to low for about 40 minutes. For the last 5 to 10 minutes, I tilt the lid slightly and increase the flame to medium. Tilting the lid allows moisture to escape, helping the top to caramelize and turn beautifully golden brown. This is how I bake my brioche bread. Flame spreader, base, Omnia pan, silicone mold and lid. I let my dough balls proof directly in the Omnia. This helps them keep their shape. As you can see, they fit together nice and snug. And there's the tip of the thermometer, no preheating. Now watch the temperature, 100 degrees Celsius. And look at this dent in my bread roll. The tip of the thermometer was stuck in the dough. Therefore, the temperature reading is not correct. So always keep an eye on your Omnia and check it regularly. Don't open the lid too often because the temperature drops quite quickly. For the last 5 to 8 minutes, I increase the flame to medium and tilt the lid slightly. And here you have it. Beautifully fluffy brioche with no burnt bottom. Pre-baked bread rolls. I don't use a heat diffuser for these. Instead, I use the baking tray or the rack, so the rolls are raised above the bottom of the pan and hot air can circulate underneath. And here's another little trick. These bread rolls tend to roll over while baking. I cut off a thin slice lengthwise so they sit firmly in place. Or you can simply cut them in half. Just make sure they don't touch the sides or bottom of the Omnia pan. Otherwise, you may get burnt spots. And here again, I tilt the lid slightly for the last few minutes. And there you have it. Lovely, crispy bread roll. For my pizza roll, I use the simmer plate. The roll sits in a silicone mold, which is in direct contact with the bottom of the Omnia pan. The simmer plate allows the pizza roll to cook gently and thoroughly without burning the bottom. After about 20 minutes on medium-high flame, I remove the simmer plate for the final 5 to 8 minutes and tilt the lid slightly. I turn the flame up to high. This allows the moisture to escape and gives the pizza roll a beautiful golden brown crust. But pay attention to what happens here. With the lid slightly open and the flame turned up, hot air escapes through the chimney and the gap around the lid, and the temperature rises very quickly. Keep an eye on the temperature, especially when using silicone molds near the chimney. When you close the lid again, the temperature will drop a little. Ratatouille is another good dish to cook using the simmer plate. Enjoy your Omnia.